When his best friend opened a Christian orphanage in Africa, Steve Westcott wanted to help. So the unconventional heavy metal musician turned in his guitar for a goat and took a long walk of faith.
Everybody in the beginning was like, this is craziness.
Westcott is trekking with his goat Miles from the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington to Times Square in New York City. Miles draws a big crowd. Steve does the talking, and thousands of people are learning about Uzima Outreach. The ministry helps drug addicts and neglected children in Nairobi, Kenya. This journey is paying off.
It's just like God to take a guy and a goat to raise $100,000 for orphans in Africa.
Halfway to a goal of $200,000, Steve says Miles carries the biggest load.
The goat has been the most important piece because it's the only reason people even talk to me. Seattle to New York. Without that goat, I'm just a guy walking down the road with a backpack.
The two travelers can get up to 8 miles a day, average speed 1 mile per hour. Of course, you have to factor in pit stops to graze.
It's taken over 4 years to walk from Seattle to D.C., but speed isn't the goal. Steve stops the walk in winter for speaking engagements. Miles recharges and continues eating.
It's like a buffet across America.
Sometimes a fellow walker joins the two, but most of the time,
You end up being alone with yourself, a goat, and God. When I've been out in the middle of the desert and I'm just wanting to give up and I'm hating the project, you'll hear that little whisper from the Holy Spirit that says, the kids are eating. The kids are in school. They're not in the streets. And I know the Lord as the comforter because that brings comfort.
Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.